I'm pretty certain you could go toe-to-toe with him, though I'm not sure I could.
Even the strongest of opponents always has a weakness.
So hello my dear Hilly Trolls, this is your Abyss Mage speaking. So as we know, Arataki Itto is the upcoming 5-star Geo Claymore character in Genshin Impact version 2.3 of course. And I know most of you are saving your Primo Gems in order to get this Arataki Itto. And yes, I am also saving my Primos for this character. So many fans believe that Arataki Itto was inspired by many anime figures such as Jiraiya and Rengoku. But is it true? And do you know that the Demon Slayer official voice actor is going to voice Arataki Itto too in Genshin Impact? So we will find all the answers to these questions in this video. So I thought I should make a video on this character and tell you about Itto's information like his release date, talent and skills, Itto and Kujusara's rivalry, and what other characters think about him. So yeah, my dear Hilly Trolls, this video is going to be very interesting. And before starting off the video, I, your Abyss Mage, is giving you a quest. In order to win my trust, you need to hit that subscribe button and also press the bell icon to never miss the updates of our new videos. So I guess I was loud and clear, and yeah, Master Oogway, roll the intro.
I will have order!
So first, let me tell you that Arataki Itto will get released in the second phase of Banner 2.3 and the version 2.3 will get released on November 24th. And as I just told you guys that Itto's banner will get released on the second half of the 2.3 banner. So his release date will be December 14 and his banner will end on January 4th. So yup, you will get plenty of time to pull on Itto's banner, my silly Hilly Trolls. So choose your day wisely to roll on the Itto's banner, cause as our Master Oogway says, and as the other characters, Itto will have his own story quest just like any other, and we'll also learn about his backstory, that how this Oni blood character lives in the modern era of Inazuma. So first, let me tell you how to use Arataki Itto. So when using Itto, your main priority is collecting superlative super strength stacks, which can be used to increase the damage of his charge attacks and also remove the stamina consumption for it. And if you don't know how to gain superlative strength of Itto, so first thing you need to keep in mind is whenever Itto's second or fourth hit gets his opponents, you can gain a stack of superlative strength per each hit. Of course, I'm talking about normal attacks. And the second thing you need to keep in mind is when Ushi manages to deal damage to his opponents, you will gain 1 stack of superlative strength. And when Itto activates his elemental burst from his normal attacks of first and third hits, then also you can get a stack of superlative strength. And after gaining superlative strength stacks, you can use charge attacks so Itto can perform Arataki Kishagiri slashes, which deal increased damage and will not consume stamina. And yes, when using the final superlative strength stack, Itto will finish it up with a very powerful finisher that can deal a huge chunk of damage. And Itto's elemental skill can summon Ushi and Akashi Bull that deals geo damage to opponents, and Ushi can be used as a taunt which can draw enemies towards itself for distraction. And Ushi is considered to be Geo Construct and has its own HP meter. So yeah guys, keep these things in mind while using Arataki Itto and be wise like our Master Oogway. And now if I talk about Itto's materials, so currently Itto's materials are still unknown, and yes, it will stay unknown until his release date, but his character essential materials will possibly be from the upcoming world boss, the Golden Wolf Lord. And now if I talk about Itto's story, so basically all we know about Itto till this date is that he is not a human, he is a Oni, which is also a demon according to NPCs. And Sayu, Arataki Itto is a tall man with long horns.
How did he get so tall?
Yoimiya also mentions that he looks scary, but in reality he is very popular with children. He is also allergic to beans.
Oh, he may look scary, but he is very popular with the children. However, he can be very competitive. Every time we play with the children, it always turns into a showdown between him and me.
Yukio tells the story of an Oni gentleman and a lady with kitsune ears. Of course, he is talking about Yae Miko. So Ito and Yae Miko had a eating competition in the past, and Yukio also tells that Oni are allergic to beans. So yeah, Arataki Ito and Yae Miko had a eating competition, and the dish they were eating was kitsune ramen, which included beans. But yes, Arataki Ito still managed to defeat Yae Miko in that eating competition, even though he almost lost his life due to allergic reactions. So yes, my dear Hilly trolls, note this Sigma rule. If a girl challenges you for any competition, no matter how deadly it is, you should always accept that challenge like a real Hilly troll and always try your best to win that competition, just like our guy Ito won the battle. So back to the topic. Kujusara took Ito's vision. So I'm sure most of you guys already know this part of the Ito story, but if you don't know, let me tell you, is a victim of the Vision Hunt decree because Kujusara personally confiscated his vision, and from that day Ito trained himself, and he's very pissed off on Kujusara and always provoke her for a rematch.
He kicked up a big fuss when I confiscated his vision. By far the noisiest person.
So yeah, these two are now considered rivals, and they also have been posting their exchanges on Inazuma bulletin boards about their rematch. But the real question is, did Arataki Ito got his vision back or not? So it's currently unknown if Arataki Ito got his vision back after the Vision Hunt decree was abolished, but I'm sure he is alive and well, as we have seen Kujusara tells us to ask him about their rematch. The other victims of the Vision Hunt decree that we helped during the Act 1 of the Archon quest have already gotten their vision back, so it's possible that Ito also got his vision back as well. And if we talk about what other characters of Inazuma think about Arataki Ito, then first let's start with our mighty Electro Archon, Raiden Shogun. So although Kujusara is well acquainted with Arataki Ito, and even Yae Miko also know about Arataki Ito, but still our mighty Raiden Shogun don't have a clue about who Arataki Ito is. And if you ask Shogun about Arataki Ito, she just replies in one word, as you can see in the screen, them. And at last, if we talk about Sayu, so she knows him too, although Sayu doesn't talk too much about how she knows Arataki Ito, but she says that Ito always makes a racket, and she's also pretty jealous of how tall Ito is.
Why does he have to make such a racket? And how did he get so tall?
And also she talks about a Kuki ninja who is Arataki's sidekick and a gang member of Arataki's gang. So this Kuki ninja's real name could be Kuki Shinobu, who is a member and a deputy of Arataki's gang. So recently, many Demon Slayer's fans flooded Genshin Impact due to Rengoku's and Arataki Ito's similar looks. So Demon Slayer Season 2 is out, and the Hashira's part is only getting bigger in Season 2. And when Demon Slayer returned with its big premiere, Rengoku was the front and the center, and he was becoming very popular too. So you must be wondering, why am I telling you all this? Well, it's because the upcoming character Arataki Ito looks very similar to Rengoku, and he's also a demon too. So Rengoku is Demon Slayer and Ito is demon. Now I think you are getting to the point. Obviously, Ito is inspired by Rengoku and Jiraiya, and if you don't know who Jiraiya is, he is a very popular figure in the anime community, and he also looks very similar to Arataki Ito. So it's clear that Arataki Ito is inspired by Jiraiya and Rengoku. So now let's talk about who is the voice actor of Demon Slayer who is going to give his voice to Arataki Ito. So in Genshin Impact version 2.3 live stream, it was announced that Demon Slayer voice actor Max Mittelman is set to join the game as the English voice of Ito. So Max was the voice actor of Sabito from Demon Slayer Season 1. So yeah, it would be interesting to see Ito's English voice dub. So yes, back to the topic. So yeah, our guy Arataki Ito also has a strong sidekick, has a pet, and also has a gang, and all I can say that he is a Sigma male who knows how to run things. So yeah, my dear Hillybilly trolls, be like Arataki Ito, be a Sigma Hilly troll, so that the traveler also could not beat you. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and these are all the things we know about Arataki Ito till this day. So if you find this video informative, like and subscribe this channel. And yeah guys, now I will see you in the next video. Take care my dear Hillybilly trolls.